When history books are written, we'll look back at this period and we'll see the sharp rise in inflation, which was caused by massive supply chain, really supply shocks from COVID and the war in Ukraine. And you will see, so sharp increase, and it feels like it's so slowly coming down. But when you start looking at these charts in history, this decline will look very like it was very rapid, and we will descend into deflationary territory. Don Luswin wrote a piece, it was an editorial in the Wall Street Journal, I believe, about this. And I think the Fed is going to be blamed for sending us into a deflationary period. Already we're getting negative signs for guidance. Home Depot, its same-store sales down 3 to 5% for the year now they're expecting.
Cathie Wood discusses the potential for a significant opportunity larger than Bitcoin, which she believes is driven by deflation and the adoption of exponential technologies like cryptocurrency and AI. She explains that advancements in technology lead to lower production costs, resulting in lower prices for goods and services. Wood argues that deflation is favorable for exponential technologies because it signals central banks to lower interest rates and increase money printing, stimulating economies. She mentions her positive outlook on Nvidia, the risks associated with the company, and her interest in Meta's play in artificial intelligence. Wood also highlights the potential for a hard landing in the market due to inflationary pressures and discusses the lagging economic statistics in the digital age. Overall, she emphasizes the significance of deflation and the transformative power of AI in various sectors. And continue to watch an exclusive video from Cathie Wood and subscribe to the Market View YouTube channel. Take advantage of future updates. Remember to hit the like button and share this video with others who can benefit from this information. Let's get started.
And I think many companies are going to feel a hard landing, and it's going to come both from units and prices. I think more and more companies are reporting this on their earnings report. These economic statistics that take all the oxygen out of the room are hugely lagging, and they're not even getting it right. If you look at the digital world, gross domestic product that statistic was devised in the industrial age. We're in the digital age right now. Yeah. So we pay more attention to gross domestic income, which tends to be more accurate as we're seeing these inconsistencies. Very positive on NVIDIA. We have been very positive on NVIDIA. We bought it down when it hit nearly $100 in the fourth quarter last year. And then it tripled as some of our other AI-oriented stocks stood still. So, we're looking at, believe it or not, many people do not believe this about us. We're looking at relative valuations of names in the AI space. And we were looking at NVIDIA at 25 times sales, which is where it is. And Tesla, which is probably the biggest AI story out there, is at 6 times earnings. UiPath yesterday, not earnings, 6 times sales. UiPath yesterday reported it is a beautiful AI play. It too is at 6 times sales. And as far as NVIDIA goes, there are a few reasons we take some pause. It still meets our minimum hurdle rate of return, so 15% at a compound annual rate over 5 years. And so you'll see it in some of our more specialized portfolios. Yeah. We're looking for the better values, but the risks to NVIDIA would include cyclical. When I hear shortages about GPUs or anything, I begin to think about the cyclicality of a group. Competition. Tesla is coming up with its own chip. Meta Platforms, Google, their own chips for more specialized large language models. And then the tech itself. We're learning from Meta Platforms, the Llama model is able to do with less computing power, but more data. Yeah. It's able to deliver better models. So there are puts and takes here. As people who understood the NVIDIA story, we were pounding the table on it on 2014, really till 2021. And many people actually put it into their own portfolios, and they may have held it. We have not gotten much pushback. And the reason is people know that we are on AI, but we're doing it in a little bit of a differentiated way. NVIDIA has become a check-the-box stock. That's why the valuation is where it is. But we are looking for those plays that have not only the vision from management team point of view and broad distribution, but also proprietary data and AI expertise. So we're just pivoting to another set of plays that most people have not discovered yet, much like they did not understand that NVIDIA was an AI play really until very recently. Well, for Google, GPT was either the worst thing that has ever happened to it or maybe the best thing. We tend to think it's going to be disintermediated, though, by GPT and other chatbots. So we're not going to need the kind of search and therefore advertising that drives Google's model. So we do worry about that one. And as you said, Apple, there are many people who think that even Amazon is going to be disrupted not only by social commerce, so people just shopping through Instagram and other social media sites, Pinterest, but it also could be disintermediated as if consumers use ChatGPT and other AI tools to say, I want exactly this kind of item at the cheapest price anywhere in the world. And it would go directly to that source. So, any platform that has served as, an intermediary is at risk, we would say. So Meta is interesting to us. We do like what it is doing. We love its sophistication and the fact that Mark Zuckerberg is now prioritizing artificial intelligence as opposed to the metaverse, which was really what he was focused on last year. So yes, we're interested in Meta's play here. We don't have it in the flagship portfolio. We do have it in other portfolios. If this cycle were to worry, we tend to think we're going to have a harder landing than most economists do. If the cycle were to hit it, and NVIDIA surprisingly gets hit very hard by cycles because the inventory buildups, and I would say we're in one of those right now, are so spectacular. If we have a combination of a correction and the recognition by the marketplace, perhaps, that some of these models don't have to be as large and don't need as much computing power as more companies use more specialized models. You get the confluence of a reality check. NVIDIA is just a very powerful company. They are so exquisitely positioned in the space, but you're paying for it now. The autonomous taxi network that we believe Tesla is building, it has more data. Talk about proprietary data. It has more data of real world driving miles than all of the other auto companies and technology companies like Waymo put together around the world, we would say, except for perhaps China, because we don't know exactly what's going on there. And we do believe that the autonomous taxi platform opportunity is a winner-take-most opportunity. The company that gets a person in an autonomous vehicle from point A to point B as quickly and safely as possible is probably going to get the lion's share of the market. And that company will, in the United States, we believe, be Tesla. And we believe globally that opportunity will scale from zero today to $8 to $10 trillion in revenues by 2030. So you can see why we're so excited by Tesla. It is the furthest advanced from an AI point of view, and it's even becoming a manufacturer of factories using artificial intelligence and becoming more and more and more efficient in manufacturing factories and cars. We think it's the most efficient in the world, right? And when history books are written, we'll look back at this period and we'll see the sharp rise in inflation, which was caused by massive supply chain, really supply shocks from COVID COVID and the war in Ukraine. And you will see, so sharp increase, and it feels like it's so slowly coming down. But when you start looking at these charts in history, this decline will look very like it was very rapid, and we will descend into deflationary territory. Don Luswin wrote a piece, it was an editorial in the Wall Street Journal, I believe, about this. And I think the Fed is going to be blamed for sending us into a deflationary period. Already we're getting negative signs for guidance. Home Depot, its same-store sales down 3 to 5% for the year now they're expecting. We got GDI, which is the other side, so gross domestic income, which is the other side of gross domestic product. And they need to equal, but they're at a record gap right now. It's been negative, so in recession territory for the last 2 quarters. And I think many companies are going to feel a hard landing, and it's going to come both from units and prices. I think more and more companies are reporting this on their earnings report. These economic statistics that take all the oxygen out of the room are hugely lagging, and they're not even getting it right. If you look at the digital world, gross domestic product that statistic was devised in the industrial age. We're in the digital age right now. Yeah. So we pay more attention to gross domestic income, which tends to be more accurate as we're seeing these inconsistencies.
If you enjoyed this video and found value in it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, The Market View, for more thought-provoking content like this. Also, hit the notification bell to stay updated on future videos that can help you make informed financial decisions.